Hello everybody. It's Michelle. It's Harmony Stamps with Michelle. This is Michelle and I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator. And today is the day we finally get to crack open this baby. I'm so excited. Are you? I'm definitely excited. But before we get into it, I want to take you to our website and show you another couple of awesome things going on. So, as you can see here, we have two new kits. I told you yesterday that there was going to be at least one, but possibly two new kits on our website today. And look at what we've got. We've got this Rocket Legend kit that is $14. There's no stamps, no inks. Everything is pre-printed and die cut and ready to go to make 8 cards, and they completely coordinate with our rock and roll suite. And it's going to be fun playing with this set. You've got those different color interiors on the envelopes. You've got these fun things with the drumsticks and the guitar picks and the vellum stars, the vellum guitar pick and the guitar, and red stars. We don't have red stars in the embellishment that goes with that suite, so it's pretty awesome to be able to get some red stars through this kit, which is just $14, really reasonably priced, and you get to make 8 cards from it. Or we can also get this kit, which is so cute. Also $14, the Panda Friends Express. It makes a slimline card and a regular A2 size card. Has envelopes to match. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Those pandas are adorable. And it's got all of these little die cuts. These are laser cut actually, and ready to pop out. It's got 4 different languages, so you can actually use the back side to stamp on. Or if you know somebody in those other countries, you can trade for their English ones too. So that's pretty awesome, and this also makes 8 cards, and so those are pretty awesome and fun. I really love that. So then those are the 2 new kits, but as you go onto our website, here's all the brand new catalog products. It is so awesome. And all of the carryover products from the last catalog that just went away last night. If you didn't get anything that was retiring, there's only one potential more chance to get it, and that's if it shows up on a clearance refresh somewhere down the line, probably later this year or next year. I'm not entirely sure. They don't plan those in advance to where they tell us demonstrators for that. But we have all kinds of amazing items to choose from, and we're going to go through them today. All right, let's go ahead and remove that from our screen. Bring this back on, and we're going to change our layout and make this bigger. Okay, so this is the mini catalog, and it's good from today until the end of April. And on the inside, we have just our regular table of contents over here. Images, this is the ice cream bundle that is in here. You've seen that before. This is the Enduring Elegance, I think. It's so hard to remember. This is also making a difference. It says, it's simple, we put people first, and it's one of our core values, and we don't just say it, we live it. Our demonstrators regularly plan coordinated events to support worthy causes within their communities. There's also the Heart of Stamping Up, which is an application-based scholarship that offers demonstrators and employees a chance to give back to a charitable cause that they are passionate about. And so it talks about one of those difference makers. And then, of course, Sarah Douglas is our CEO. And then we also have our online exclusives, and that is that Sparkling or Simply Sparkling bundle. And we have our kits collection, which, as you know, 2 of those released today. I'm so excited about that. And then we have our Be Mine suite, which has amazing papers. And I've created these samplers. Must not have a very good connection today because it's kind of a little blurry. Let's see. How does it look over here? Looks better on that screen. So basically you've got A side, B side, and all of that. We actually went over these yesterday because this is the suite we're using for our cards this week for our card class. So Basic Black, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Sweet Sorbet. It is a bundle that uses this punch with the B shape, which can also be a conversation bundle or bubble. And then this heart can be either a heart or you can stamp wings on it. And then this little heart also can be a heart, or you can also stamp the antenna on it, which is really awesome and fun. And this stamp set, I went ahead and pre-stamped these images. And you have Happy Valentine's Day, You'll Always Be the One for Me, You're Sweet as Honey, I Love You No Matter What, You Make My Heart Buzz. We played with this quite a bit yesterday. And so that is the first bundle. And I'm still trying to find one of the cards that I designed early on, but this is a little chocolate bar holder that works really well. It's got that bee with some vellum wings and that fun paper on it. Really easy to make. And then the cards we made yesterday that are also our make and takes for this week. With that $35 purchase, you'll be able to get the make and take sent to you as long as I have the ability to send you mail. So that means I have to be able to see your address and all of that good stuff, but it is there and available to get the make and takes for. You'll just need to provide your own inks, your own stamps. I'll do the pre-punching for you and the pre-die cutting as well. And then don't forget, on Sunday we're going to be going over a more what is the darn word? I will be going over a more stepped up card. That's what I'm trying to say. And then this is the lovely embellishments that go with that suite. We have these fun little flowers and hearts in 2 sizes of each and 4 colors of each. So we've got our Sweet Sorbet in Petal Pink, and this is mostly Petal Pink with a little bit of Sweet Sorbet. We have Daffodil Delight and a little bit of Basic White. And then we have the Pool Party and Daffodil Delight on the interior of those flowers as well. And then this beautiful bordered ribbon in Sweet Sorbet that we were making those bows with yesterday. It's not too thick. It's kind of, in between thin and wide. And it ties very easily on those bows, which is awesome. Let me get stuff out of the way as we go. All right. Next page, we have, of course, the bundle shown again. And then on page 11, we have the Sending Love bundle, which is a combination of stamps and dies. It is really hard to organize everything into this space, but these are your stamps, and it says a little love from me to you, a little note to say I miss you, a mail and a mailbox, an envelope, a little birdie sending a message, some hearts, this heart that says sent with love. You have a postal stamp, and then this is great for those envelopes to make them look like the post office. It is rubber cling. I haven't used this set yet. And it has these fun dies. So this will cut this stamp set. But this and this makes a 3D mailbox, which is kind of fun. You can even stuff some money in it and stuff like that. You have tying a bow for your envelope / package that can also be stuffed into your mailbox. You have a little flag that you can raise for the mailman to know it's time to come. You have some bushes, some grass, just a regular envelope, a heart, the bird, and this will die cut this stamp with the, let me see if I can get it in there, the sending love, or sent with love. And then you have lots of hearts to play with and all that. So that is page 11. All right, page 12 is one that has been out for a little while, and that is the Heartfelt Hexagon Bundle. And one of the Sale-A-Bration items coordinates beautifully with this set. Mr. and Mrs., I hope your day is filled with joy, sending you lots of love and hugs with sincere sympathy. Let's eat cake for you. And then some beautiful decoratives to go with it. And this punch, of course, cuts this awesome shape. And then on the next page, page 13, we have Hooray for Surprises. And that is a stamp and die bundle. But it is photopolymer stamps that has Hooray, can't wait to see you, make a wish, you're the best, has this lovely heart, this flower, pull for you. Open here, sending you lots of love. Hope your birthday is wonderful. You are simply amazing. There's a candle and a flame and a little flower and a heart and some cake. And this die cuts out a heart with a little tab, and then you would do the pull, and it would lift off because there are little gaps in the cutting edge, so that it basically kind of makes it like a very loose perforation. And the same with these two circles. Or you can do a solid heart that just cuts all the way through. You can do polka dots on that heart. You have a flower and a leaf, and then this is a pull tab, so you would pull it off, and that would give you another fun opportunity. All right, on to our next one, which is our next suite, Forever Love. Allow us to start with the paper. Let's do it this way. All right. So the Forever Love Designer Series paper, it features Moody Mauve, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Very Vanilla. It is a specialty designer series paper. You have gold foil on the A side, and then you have just regular patterns on the B side. And it is a lot of fun. It's very pretty. Your dies will come out or cut out some of the items from one of these pages for sure. And it is going to be all kinds of fun to play with and show you guys. In addition, we have these beautiful Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foiled gems. It is a smallerish container, but they are going to be all kinds of fun to play with. And we also have this Pretty Peacock ribbon called the Pretty Peacock in Gold ribbon. And it feels kind of gauze-ish. It will tie bows really nicely. And it's very lightweight, not very thick. But we also have, as soon as I remember, oh, I forgot to show you these from the Be Mine suite. From the Be Mine suite, we have these little pillow boxes, which are lots of fun. But with the Forever Love suite, we have these beautiful cards and envelopes, 20 of each. Very vanilla and gold are those colors. All right. It features two bundles. No, one bundle. My apologies. And that is the Lifetime of Love bundle. It is a cling stamp set. It has some flowers, these beautiful flowers, these flowers, some leaves. It says, wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness, forever and always. Congratulations on your wedding day. Love you. Perfect for anniversaries and weddings and all of the things associated with love. I have done some pre-cutting. I did some pre-stamping as well. So they are stamped onto this basic white cardstock in basic gray, I'm pretty sure, so that I can just see how it inks the paper. I love how the centers of these flowers come out so dark and the rest of it is much more line edged. You have this beautiful shape with the flowers and lots of fun things with the dies. Let me see if I can show you some of this. So I did pre-cut some of the designer series paper as well. Let me do this. So this is where I stamped and die cut the image, and this is where it came directly from the designer series paper. There is some leafy material. There is another flower from the designer series paper, and that's another one. More greenery, and then this, let me pull it together this way. This is that circle die with the little banana shade, because these are very thin and delicate. And then this is that oval, and it is so pretty. I would definitely recommend using the adhesive sheets when you're using those. And then these are other images that you can die cut. Some leaves, some little flowers, more leaves. You can stamp and die cut the daisies, as well as those two flowers that we cut from the designer series paper. So now let me put it all back away. Let's see if I can do it all in one easier swoop here without pouring it everywhere. Well, one thing fell, but one thing picking up is a lot easier than all of it. All right. I just like to keep those within the case, that way I can always see what my options are when I'm ready to go play. All right, on 16 again, it's going to show you that bundle. On 17 we have the Delicate Forest bundle, and yep, so this is the stamp set for that. This stamps beautifully. I've seen videos, I think I might have been playing with it already, but I'm not entirely sure. You make good things better. Stay strong, my friend. You'll get through this. Hoping each passing day lets in a little more sunshine. Sending our love. It is photopolymer, and I pre-stamped these in, I think this is Tuxedo Black ink. I probably should start writing that when I'm doing neutral tones, but I love just how clearly it stamps, and you know how you have the gradation of the tone on the stamps. I haven't had a chance to play with the dies yet, but I am looking forward to that. So we have this beautiful arching greenery, some leaves, and then these, which will make so it'll cut the paper along this curved line and these leaves, but anything below this curved line is going to remain. Same with this one, and then of course there's a couple of sentiment dies as well. Alright, then the brayering fun. So here's the new brayer. We're going to be playing with it when I show you the Glass Mat Studio, which we'll talk about at the end today, but we'll be showing you that on Saturday. This is the Adoring Hearts bundle. It comes with this photopolymer stamp set and lots of Valentine-y, lovey sentiments. Can be used for weddings, anniversaries as well. Got some flowers, a heart wreath. This is really pretty too. Just for you, you are most loved, with all my heart, to my Valentine, celebrating you, and I adore you. It also comes with this is one of the items we're probably going to be focused on next week. This hybrid embossing folder, which embosses these very pretty hearts, and then this die here cuts them all out at the same time, or individually without the embossing folder. You can also directly emboss paper with these hearts, and these two will actually just cut hearts out. And that's some more hearts to cut, more hearts. This is a fun sentiment strip that works with the Just For You quite well, and we'll be focusing more on that next week, so you'll be able to see it more then. And then we also have the Thoughtful Moments hybrid embossing folder, which I need to start playing with. It's got these beautiful raised sentiments: thank you, oh happy day, thinking of you, love you, hello, with sympathy, celebrate, just because, get well, you make me happy. And then it will also, at the same time or separately, die cut them out, and it's got all these fun little extras: stars and hearts and rainbows and clouds and some greenery and flowers. It's just going to be so much fun to play with. I cannot wait for that one. And that's on page 18 and 19. Shows you some different ways that it's going to be used. Then we have the Hills of Tuscany. I think I've pre-stamped some of this. Yes, I have. It is photopolymer stamp set, standalone. And so these make these watercolory kind of, clouds. So you can do, more daylight with using Pool Party, or you can, have spooky with these dark colors. That can be a full moon. And then we have little speckles. We have some greenery bits as well, some trees, and this house and rooftop is also fun. Or maybe it's not a house, maybe it is a church building. There's all kinds of things. It says, hello, you're in my thoughts. I just can't thank you enough, and wishing you peace. On page 21, we have the Wild Ferns bundle, which I also have not yet had a chance to play with. It is rubber cling, and it's got these fun little ferns, this texture stamp, wishing you well today, tomorrow, and every day that follows, which is a nice vertical stamp. Thank you. Here's to new beginnings. You are greatly appreciated, and heartfelt condolences. There's a lot of really nice sympathy sentiment statements in the catalog this year. We have 3 different sentiments die cuts, corner pieces that will work perfectly with those. You have some fern dies and greenery dies as well to go with them. When we play with this bundle, I'll be showing you a lot more, because I have not had time to play with everything yet. Believe me, I wish I could. All right, our next is the Perennial Lavender Suite. It is a beautiful, beautiful suite. Let's start with the paper, which has quite a few colors, but in just a few tones. So Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Lost Lagoon, Orchid Oasis, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Starry Sky. So those are the different colors, and these dies actually came from a bundle we're going to be showing later. And then, of course, this beautiful, beautiful paper, which to me really works well with crumb cake. I've done a card that I can't even show you because I've already given it to somebody for their birthday with this, and I just adore this paper so much. But there's still more. These purple gems work very perfectly. We got Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather or Fresh Freesia, I'm not sure, gems. And then these fun butterfly, what do they call it? Paper butterfly accents. There are 8 sheets, I believe. Yes, 8 sheets with 5 butterflies on each. You can use your blending brushes and add color to them. You can use the brayer and do all kinds of interesting fun effects. And when we get to playing with that, that's going to be fun to figure out and play with as well. Alright, we're going to put this over there for now. And then we've got 2 bundles to go with this. The Painted Lavender, which has all of the greenery and flowers and some butterflies that you're going to need for this set. It is photopolymer, and I have pre-stamped in Moody Mauve, I think that's Old Olive, and Basic Gray, a variety of images. There's those butterflies, different flowers. And then this is basically 2-step stamping. You've got your greenery here, and this is the little flowers. And so you stamp one thing of greenery, and you just go across with the little flowers. It has these fun dies, which I have yet to play with as well, that do a variety of things and make it beautiful for creating focal points with. And then the is this the right one? Oh, no. It has to be. It is. There it is. I'm like, wait a minute. The Perennial Postage, which is all sentiments and is a cling stamp set. Here for you always. I know you will get through this. Thank you for your friendship. Sending love and best wishes. You are loved beyond measure. You are simply marvelous. Big hugs. Happy Mother's Day. I can't thank you enough, and you mean the world to me. And it has these awesome dies, but before we look at those, I did pre-stamp all of those. I'm going to need to put the stickers on the back of a lot of these because they're going to be too impossible to line up appropriately without being able to see how it lines up on the back. But they stamp quite well, which I would expect from a cling stamp. And then we have these amazing dies, postage stamp basically. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rectangles. No, 7 rectangles with this one, which is more of a ticket and less of a stamp, and then 2 squares. This is for reinforcing, and this is other parts that you can be using. And this does just embossing. It doesn't actually cut anything to give you that postmark, which is fun. I've barely started playing with this set, and I cannot wait. And then the next 2 pages, 24 and 25, show you this set in use. You get lots and lots of ideas from these catalogs. If you would like a catalog and don't already have a demonstrator, please go ahead and send me an email at harmonystampsmb@gmail.com. Pretty sure that's it. I will make sure I have the email address in my description going forward. Or you can subscribe to my email list, and that's the same email that I'm using there. So when you receive your first email from me, you'll have my email list. I would be happy to get you a catalog with your first purchase, or sell you one with a coupon to redeem that amount from me directly. So their next bundle is the Easter lilies. So this next 2 pages, 26 and 25, are very Easter centered. I have yet to play with this one. It's got some beautiful lilies. He is risen. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Peace I give unto you. God is good. And is that a palm? Yeah, I think that's palm. And it's got these dies, which I have not yet played with either, but they will allow you to build Easter lilies with it. And it is a photopolymer stamp set, which I have yet to put ink to yet. But this one is not the one I thought it was. Hold on one moment. One moment. Whoa. This is one we're going to be doing soonish. I really love this one because you have this beautiful egg with the bunnies and some flowers and some rocks and some grass. And then this one, which has got all of the beautiful lines and curly cues and all the fun. You've got a little chocolate bunny, so you can do that in brown and make a little chocolate bunny, or you can, you know, make him less chocolatey, but his edges really remind me of a classic hollow chocolate bunny. So thinking of you, Happy Easter, there's no bunny like you, hello spring, and it comes with some awesome dies. So this big one just cuts an egg shape. This egg shape cuts this egg. This egg shape cuts this egg. And then you have this egg shape that also embosses some beautiful classic Easter kind of markings. You have this for just creating a slightly curved edge, or you can do a scalloped edge. You can cut your bunny out. And then this makes little rick-rack or a zigzag edge, and it is so fun to play with. I cannot wait till I get to show you more with that set. On page 28, we have everyday details, which I also have not had a chance to play with. It is a cling stamp, and it has this lovely floral arrangement in a pot, flower in a teacup, birds' eggs in a nest. You make every day a little brighter, overjoyed for you in this new journey, wishing you so much joy on this special day. And then, of course, these amazing dies, which they don't all cut circles. So this one just cuts a circle with these little circle edges around the interior. This one has the circle edges on the exterior and the interior, so it makes a frame in addition to a circle with the circles. And then we have a smaller version of that, and then we just have a kind of a dotted version as well, which would make a great sentiment for sure. We have the same thing with these rectangles, only the largest rectangle does the frame and then cuts out the interior. So when you're layering pieces, that works great for that. And then, of course, you have the sentiment strip. But these three pieces don't actually cut paper. They just cut little holes in these patterns in your paper. So when I get to play with those, I'm going to have some fun with that. Then we have on page 29 the blueberry bunches with these beautiful blueberries, as you can see from the cards that they put in the catalog that our designers put together. They really are lovely. You know, you can watercolor, or you can do full out blends, or you can do a combination of blends and the Stampin' Write markers. You can do pastels, so our chalks, they all work beautifully. It is a cling stamp, and I have yet to play with it as well. On our next page, page 30, I'm going to try not to miss important things because there are a couple of standalone things that I'm not sure their location. So Cake Fancy, I've seen a really fun card with it. They're showing, you know, some cards that you can do inside the catalog. It's got your special day, time for, cake and joy, birthday wishes, and then like this would be a little frosting decoration. Here's some berries, candle again, more frosting decorations. This would be a little tie to go across the cake. Flowers and leaves, and it is a photopolymer. And that is our first container of stamps. Our next bundle is the flower cart. Have not played with this one yet either, but it is dies and photopolymer stamps. It stamps the box, the awning, the wheels, the pots, the flowers to go in the pots, the greenery to go in the pots for the flowers to go on the greenery. Same thing here with this pot. You have the greenery and the flowers and the pot. You have pebbles, so you can have a cobblestone path. You have a sandwich board for letting people know you have your wares for sale. And then you have some sentiments. Have a lovely day. Happy Mother's Day. I know our friendship has grown, and happiest birthday to you. Oh, and happy hello down here. Really small, but really cute. And then dies that can actually create that cart. You have the sandwich board. You have the pots. This is the pots and flowers. Or those are the pots and those are the flowers. You have the wheels, you have the two versions of wheels, you have these and then you have these, and you have a couple of options with the awnings and then additional stripes and pennants and all kinds of fun to be used with this set, which I have yet to play with as well. All right, our next page is page 32, and that is our next suite, Lighter Than Air. So here is our paper, and it is 6x6 paper. It's the only 6x6 paper in the catalog. Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. And I love this one. Has balloons that you can actually use the dies to cut out. And lots of fun things. I'm actually using this with the Easter egg cards. I think it works really well with those. All right. Then we have these trio pack of twine in, let me see, Balmy Blue, Flirty Flamingo, and Lemon Lolly. It's a very thin twine. It's going to be lots of fun to play with, and that'll also go really well with our balloon suite in our annual catalog as well. And we also have these rainbow adhesive back dots in a variety of colors, from purples to Lost Lagoon, Bubble Bath, Azure Afternoon, Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Flirty Flamingo. Pretty sure that is, yep, that would be Fresh Freesia on the top. So those are the embellishments and paper for that suite. And it is a stamp and die bundle, so we're going to turn the page for that. We have our hot air balloon bundle. So this balloon matches with these. You can stamp this in one color, this in one color, and this in another color, and have a trio of colors. You have a couple of baskets, or you can stamp this in one color, this in another color. Then you have this balloon, which also works together, so you would stamp this one, and then you would fit this one in the spaces. And it says, just a note to lift you up, hang in there, wish big, up, up, and away, hooray, it's your birthday, and comes with these awesome dies. So you have this heart balloon die, the two other sizes of balloons, you've got the baskets to choose from, a pennant, a sentiment strip, but can also be used in conjunction with this. You can do a solid color in this and a separate color in this one and layer it. Same with this heart and this heart. This does look like a shuttlecock for badminton, but it basically is a balloon basket option. So as you can see, it can layer on top of that to give you the rigging that's holding the basket to the balloon. So lots of fun. Here's a nice where you can put a sentiment in, and it's got your banner cuts. I did pre-stamp this one a bit. It's photopolymer. So as you can see, I did both versions of this bigger balloon and this version of the smaller balloon. It was a lot of fun to play with that one, and looking forward to making some cards with it as well. We have Filled with Happiness on page 35. A couple of cards done with it, and it has hello, miss you, thanks, congratulations, it's a good day with some oranges, happy birthday, may it be filled with happiness, with a bird in flight and some foliage, and then you're wonderful, just a note, I appreciate you. And these two coordinate with our modern oval stamp, and so it is photopolymer, and it coordinates very well with our modern oval punch, not stamp. Say stamp so many times, and then that's all your brain wants to do. So on page 36, we have a $1 million sales achiever, Alexandra Grapes option. Love this moment. And this is perfect for people who are doing planners and You know, just kind of trying to be more creative and crafty in helping them stay organized and memory keeping as well. So you have a little speech bubble, you've got camera, star, heart, like this is the location on your Google Maps and stuff like that. Smile, happy, you have this notebook area, a flower. Happy with you, who, well, let's go across. Happy with you, details, notes, highlights. Who, the story, say cheese, never forget, this moment, memories, I love this picture, you and me, where, when. And so this is fantastic for scrapbooking, but can also be used in planning. So if you're a happy planner or Tula 12, whichever planner, you know, makes you happy, bullet journaling, these can just add a little bit extra fun and creativity to make you more interested in doing that. It is photopolymer, and I have not yet played with it. Then we have the ice cream swirl bundle, which has the cone, the ice cream, a strawberry. This could be a donut, it could be a cookie, it could be a lifesaver, a variety of things. This is a straw, but to me this is like an edible straw. I don't know if you've seen those in malt shops and things like that. Here's sprinkles, says yum yum, a cherry on top. Hope your day is sweet, make a wish, thanks, and for everything. And it, of course, comes with dies, but before we get there, I pre-stamped all of the images on basic white so that I could see how my stamps relate with the paper, which is always makes it a lot easier for designing. So you can see I topped my cone with that lovely luscious swirl of ice cream, but when I do it next time I need to make sure I have this up just a teeny bit because the cone wouldn't stick out like that. So this says a outline, but this gives you the interior swirl so you can do variegated colors to make it more like shadows and light. Sprinkles, this can be like a little wrap around your cone. So the paper that would be covering your cone in an ice cream shop. You have the cherry, the straw, the donut cookie, lifesaver, the strawberry, the sprinkles, and then this guy. So this will give you texture, but this will create a score line in the middle and cut the whole shape so that you can fold it in half. And that can be a card on a card, or it can be just a little note card. Honestly, it could probably be Valentine's cards for your kids during Valentine's Day at school. And you can then give texture to one or both sides of that, just like that. Oh, we must have our stamped image with our stamps because that's how we stay organized. Okay, on our next page, we have the Enduring Beauty Bundle, which is a departure from our normal kind of bundles. This time, it is a stamp set and dies and masks. And so these masks makes this beautiful flower arrangement here. I have yet to play with it, but this also goes perfectly with our Glass Mat Studio. So has this flower, which you then use the masks to add multiple shadings. There is 5 different layers to create to give you a whole lot of texture visually with this image. Then there's these little bitty flowers, 2-steppers, so you've got your background color and then your detail. It's always been you, love endures all things. You mean so much to so many. Holding you close in my heart and embrace the beauty of you are the sentiments. We have the one large die, which cuts out the main image. We have some extra bits of flowers, leaves, more flowers and leaves, and then a sentiment piece. And then, of course, the photopolymer stamps, which I still need to get around to putting to paper. There is way too much to do when there's a new catalog at hand. All right, our next page, 40 and 41, is our Nature Sweetness Suite. And I love my shiny paper. I'm a bit of a magpie, and so this has got gold, pebble path, and pecan pie. And on the A side, we have gold foiled bits, so they have these lovely floral and foliage and speckles, and some of the dies cut these images out. And then we have this text with gold speckles. We have distressed gridding here, and then the back side is more neutral. This is actually got 3 images on the base and 3 images on the top that mirror each other, and so those would make good card fronts on this particular piece. That's impossible to show on a 2x2 square. And then, oh my gosh, that gold script down here, and then leaves, and then flowers and leaves, and then the back side. So this is a good ledger. This is the scripty stuff with pebble path speckles. So that's the paper. And then we also have this gold faux leather trim. So it is leather-like in its feel and texture, and it has gold shimmer as well, which is all kinds of fun. So this makes great if you're doing junk journals. This is amazing for that. That's something I'm going to be starting to play around with in the near future. All right, and in addition, with this nature theme, we have these adhesive backed cork rounds. They're fairly thin, so they're not going to cause, they're thinner than even the mini dimensionals, so they're not going to cause a whole lot of bulk on your card front for mailing and things like that. And they are little bits of cork. This is also a double bundle suite, and we're going to look at those. We have the lovely and sweet, and these are plants that are used in cooking. So we have vanilla, which is an orchid. We have cocoa beans, and then we have almonds, and then we have some texture and congratulations, so sorry. And these have the Latin for the different plants on them as well on the stamp. And just sending a little bit of love your way. And then it says Field, Lawn, and Garden, a monthly journal of agriculture, art, and I'm not sure the last word. I don't have my readers on, so sorry about that. But it comes with these dies that cut out these images, all 3 of the plants. You can make a tab. So again, if you're junk journaling or you need to create tabs for things, you have this nice little die for that. You have this sentiment die. You have flowers and leaves as well with the dies. So this is a fun set. Let me see. Nope, still can't read. I think it might be entertainment, but I'm not entirely sure. And that is a cling stamp set. And then Notes of Nature, which is absolutely awesome for junk journaling. You've got this field notes and these floral leaf and flowers, speckles, distressed grid ledger. Thanks for making me smile. Today is all about you. Happy birthday. Just a little note to say hello. And then, of course, I pre-stamped it for you to see how those look. And we have this nice leaf, whole long piece. These cut out the stamped images, and then these cut out individual bits. And then this, it's got little perforation dots. So you can make your spiral bound kind of things. And then you can use the holes too for tying up your junk journals or just giving that kind of look with that leather, faux leather trim that comes with that suite. As you can see, they have lots and lots of suggestions of how to use it. And this is one way that I used it. So I stamped that vanilla bean and orchid, and then I also die cut it, and then I die cut some gosh, I want to say it's not pecan pie, it's not bright enough for that, but anyways, might be just pecan pie. And then I used the sentiment and just sending a bit of love, and I stamped the little flower all across the belly band. And then I used this paper to create a little gift card holder right there. Pretty sure, yep, I have my little gift card I can stick in there so that it's going to hold my gift card, and then I have a little place to write my greeting to them, and I gave it a little bit of a stamp on the image there. And it just is a nice little package for gift cards, perfect for wedding gifts and other, you know, things. Did our fun. Okay. We're more than halfway through, thank goodness. We are on page 44 now. And if you do scrapbooking, Memories and More cards are amazing for that. But they're also really fun for making cards. I have cut these up in so many ways to create different cards, but I love you each and every day, and it's got those dandelions, you've got the pattern, dream big, the leaves, the world needs more people like you, you've got this flowers, and the happy life on the back, nice paintbrush with flowers, and hello there, lovely moments, and greenery, flowers, and this is more sketchy look, and then you are nothing short of amazing, little flowers in an ombre, and you are my sunshine. Oh my gosh, on New Year's at our karaoke show we had a little maybe 6-year-old, and she sang You Are My Sunshine in this bar. It was so cute. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. It's even cuter when a little girl is singing it. So we have these colorful stripes on the back, the details. And these can also be used perfectly in junk journaling as well. These fun flowers, I love you to pieces. Some leaves, and love you forever. Moments to remember, and polka dots. Love, love, love. That's a Beatles song. We went to see the Beatles Love show in Vegas when I was there for backstage with Stampin' Up. That was our special treat at the end. It was our big surprise. It was really fun. I have a butterfly and some space for notes. Some flowers and more flowers on the back. Some script. The world needs more people like you. Enjoy today. Love you forever. Do what makes your soul happy. Today we celebrate. I love you. Happy life. It's just lots of fun, awesome things. And then picture perfect on the back. We have hearts. And life is wonderful. We have more script. I think it's the same. Yep, it's the same words. Good things. Do what makes your soul happy. And those lovely little bits on the back. I want to show those last. So then we have these larger ones. These are the ones I tend to cut down, but I cut these down for making cards. But you can also use these envelopes and cards. They will fit as a perfect layer on these card fronts because these are bigger than our A2 cards, and those are also on the same page. So let's get this off of the big cardboard and backing. And we have so many reasons to smile, and those fun flowers. And then we have these flowers and all about you. We have this grid in green, garden green, I think. And then on the back, you can do hard things. That is true. Sometimes you don't want to, but life doesn't give you a choice. So sweet with some grids. Anybody doing bullet journaling could probably use grid a bit, but you also have dots for notes on a line. And oh my gosh, this butterfly. I love this butterfly. I'm definitely going to be using this on a card front. Enjoy the little moments. And that's the same pattern on the cards and envelopes. Then we have beautiful, amazing, fabulous, lovely, wonderful. All the things we need to be our little affirmations. I think I'm going to keep one of these on my desk. And the butterflies on the back, so I'm probably going to keep both of them on my desk. And oh, hello, beautiful. Another sentiment we all need to be hearing, don't we? And then those lovely flowers on the back. And then you have 2 sheets of each of 3 different sheets of stickers. So the first one has this fun paintbrush, this beautiful butterfly. This says today in this copper foiling smile. We got some hearts, a little banner, today smile happy, also in a banner. Then we have this line of flowers. We got these flowers, love, love with a speech bubble. Happy, 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 some little dotted lines. And then sweet memories, my heart, birthday, love you to pieces, hello, for you, love this, birthday, anniversary, life. So those are fun. And then the super shiny magpie stickers. We have our grid here. And then we have a picture negative. That's what it is. I actually have developed, I did photography in college and had to develop my own black and white film. We even used photographic paper and put it inside an oatmeal box with a teeny little hole on it called pinhole cameras. That was fun. Then you have this copper butterfly, copper flowers, some copper leaves, another copper flower. And this copper might make some interesting negative space on a card. And then 2 banners, one that says love this and the other that says love you. So those are the memories and more cards, which they're a lot of fun. I will very likely be doing an entire class with those. All right, so harkening back to the old days, these phones were popular before I was a person in this world, I think. I mean, rotary phones I've used, but this style of rotary phone is not. It's a photopolymer. It's got the speech lines, little heart, a speech bubble. This is the coiled cord that plugs into the phone line, so one line would go into the receiver and one line would go into the back of the phone base. Then you have hey, as if it's the coil, and then the word hey, and then more of the coil. Ring, hello, here for you, and hi. This is going to be kind of fun to play with, especially I'm thinking, of that, Tiffany-ish blue. Maybe I'll play with the blends and come up with something. So that was page 45. And on 46, we have a couple of background stamps, which the brayer works beautiful with. I have yet to play with these as well. In fact, I rescue kittens. Well, I don't do the rescuing. I foster kittens for rescue locally. And they also are a dog rescue. And so I'm going to be making some thank you cards for their donors and things like that. And one of the cards is going to feature this background stamp. It is a cling stamp, and actually if you don't have the big block, your Glass Mat Studio is perfect for holding that in place so that you can ink it up with your brayer and place your paper on top and rub it a little bit to get that ink transfer. And then this is also a background stamp, and it's Botanical Beauty, also a cling stamp. Have not seen that one yet, or if I have, I don't currently remember it. Yes, these are fun. All in one mini alphabet dies. So the basic alphabet, every letter that it die cuts is in here. And then we have some additional language accents. And then we have some punctuation. That is fun. And then on page 47, anybody who went to On Stage Online this year received the Planted Paradise in our prize patrol, which is a photopolymer stamp set. And I have gone ahead and stamped that out for you guys to see it in play. You've got 4 different pots. I actually did macrame with my stepmother when I was young. And most of what I remember about macrame, besides like making owls to hang up as wall decoration and things like that, but the majority of what it's still used for today is hanging plants, which is all kinds of fun. And we have these beautiful little butterflies and lots of different foliage options. So when you need to add a little more greenery to your card, think of this set. All right. Next page is our next suite, Just Kidding. And oh my goodness. So this is using a slimline card, and you're going to want to probably do some slimlines just because this paper has got so many things. The sampler, there's just no way to show how amazing this is. Because there's so many different things happening on the paper, and then this is like a scrapbook page. It's a full page of an image, and it has so many colors that it coordinates with. I mean, I think there's like, well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 different colors that they say it coordinates with. And I know it's going to coordinate with more than just those, but these are the ones they're specifically using in the paper and the embellishments and things like that. Speaking of the embellishments, these are the embellishments that go with that suite. They are the iridescent foil gems. So like the Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foil gems, these are just clear and iridescent. And so they're going to be perfect for just about any card. And we have a bundle. Let's switch the page. You can see some more fun with that. And that is these stamps, dies, and more cards. I love the inclusiveness of this bundle. So there's this young man in a wheelchair. There's another kid that has a prosthetic leg in the paper. And it is just so amazing. And it is a stamp set and dies. And it looks like I pre-cut some of this, so let's flip this over and dump them out. But while I'm doing that, these are how the dies stamp on basic white, and I use basic gray to do the stamping. So you've got these young kids in a cardboard boat, which reminds me of when I did Destination Imagination, or is it? Anyways, we helped a team at the local elementary school to do a challenge that they were in competition for, and they created a boat out of cardboard and things like that to be able to tell their story, and that was a lot of fun. Destination Imagination, that's what it is. So you have this little girl showing off her artwork, a young little wizard, some pillows, you are amazing, it's your birthday, you sparkle every day, and then these dies that work beautifully for cutting out the boat, the wizard, the little girl, the pillows, and a castle, blocks. There's so many things. Oh my goodness. All right, so there is the boat. That's a block. There's so many little bits to this one. So this is part of the castle. This would be like a rug. So let's say they're on the rug playing on their boat. We have our little wizard. We have more of our castle right there. And then here's our young lady with her artwork. And then our pillows, so we can have a pillow fight. We have just a circle, which can be a different colored cardstock for this lined version of the ball. Or you can turn it into a moon or use it for a sentiment. This is part of the blocks. Here's a pennant for your castle, because it's not a castle if you don't have a flag to tell people who you are. Another block, some fun stars. A pennant for your castle, because you need to show, well, a banner, pennant banner, there we go. You need to show them. And then a stool for your little wizard to stand on. So that is a super, super fun set. And that bag is a little too small to put them all in right now. So I'm going to put this away and move this catalog over so you can see this page better. I have this. I'm just not 100% sure where it's at the moment. And I better figure out it fast, because I do have some cards that I'm designing with it for one of our card classes. And this is the Bright Skies bundle. And there is some Sale-A-Bration paper that coordinates quite well with it. So here's some cards I did with it. You've got several clouds. You've got dies that cut the clouds. You got rain sprinkled with love. Brighter skies are on their way. A sun, some flowers and leaves and lightning. And just a lot of fun. You got rain that die cuts, clouds, and and just a lot of fun. All right, now for the super fun, right? Both of these are punch bundles. This is our submarine. So you have our submarine, which turned this way can be a blimp. You can put the, Goodyear banner across it if you're extra creative. There's our little motor and our periscope. So that is fun. And the stamp set looks like this. It's got a little snorkeling octopus, a snorkeling fish, a snorkeling starfish, some regular fishies, a bird to fly over the ocean, more fishies, a snail, or I don't know if it's a snail or just a swirl. You also have some plant life, seaweed. There we go. Here's our ocean bottom, our submarine, our propeller, our periscope, a little flag, a little crab who's snorkeling, and some water. And then we have hello, happy birthday, floating by just to say hi. You are sublime and sending oceans of love. And on this side, we have our cutest cows. So we have a cow body, a cow head. This is the horns. This is a tuft for the tail and also the forehead. And then this is its little nose face, because the nose is different color than the rest of the furred part of a cow. And then we have the stamp set for it, which has this little, rooster chick and a full-grown rooster and a total chick, a flower, a milk can, 3 different cow heads, 3 different cow bodies. This cow body has an udder, so it's clearly utterly female. There we go. These fun sunflowers. I know my dad, way back when I was a kid, grew mammoth sunflowers. They were huge, so that's what these remind me of. Some grass, cowbell, because it's not a cow set without a cowbell. Some different faces you can put on your cow if you're just doing the punching. And of course horns / it can be ears, I guess. And then it says, the little things you do make such a big difference. Holy cow! Congratulations. What's moo for you? Milk it for all it's worth. I'm going to be using that one, you can bet. Thank you, and it's your special day. And it is photopolymer. All right. And our next suite, our last suite, not last suite, the rock and roll suite. So this suite has some paper and some embellishments and a bundle. The paper is basically basic black and basic white. So we have guitars that you can color in. This has phonographs, cassettes, a cassette deck, boombox. Anybody from the 80s? Yeah, I am. Big old speakers, phonograph, and you've got sound waves and just all kinds of fun textures in that black and white. And then for the embellishment, we have the adhesive backed lightning and stars. And again, that kit that we showed you way back at the beginning has red stars that can go really good with this set. I can tell you red is a good look with this bundle, especially with all the black and white. So you have white, lightning and stars, yellow, and pool party. So daffodil, delight, basic white, and pool party. And, oh my goodness, it is a cling stamp set, and it is a bundle that comes with dies. And we're going to turn this over and put the dies out so you can see them better. It's going to be a long one today, guys. And then I'll be back on Saturday showing you all the fun, well, a lot of fun things you can do with the Stampin' mat. So there's stars, there's drumsticks. I think I only punched out 1 drumstick, but you would obviously do 2 unless it's a one-handed drummer. There's a sentiment strip, which you can see I actually did stamp the sentiment inside on this basic white cardstock. So I've got the microphone, the guitar, the drumsticks, the lightning, have a rock and roll birthday, you're a rock star, thanks for being an icon. You have a giant guitar pick, which you can totally do in vellum. And then you also have a small guitar pick, which you could probably definitely use this for a sentiment. Maybe with a small enough sentiment, nothing from this set, but a small enough sentiment, you could use a little guitar pick. You've got lightning bolts and stars to go as well. All right. And obviously, there's the dies that cut all of those out. We're definitely going to be using this one in our karaoke business a lot, as I've said before. All right, that was page 54 and 55. Oh, and this is another fun one. All right, so this is Trusty Tools, and there is some paper in our Sale-A-Bration catalog that perfectly coordinates with it. So I have pre-stamped the images. That is photopolymer. And we've got a pencil. This adds the color to the pencil. This is our wrench and color. This is our little hammer and color for that. Our paintbrush and color for that. And then that's for adding your paint to the end of the paintbrush. Then we have our tape measure and color for that. We have our screws and bolts. And thank you, Dad. Happy Father's Day, and you're most awesome. I have not pre-die cut everything, but I have some cards with some of it done. So this is great for making pegboard. You can do this kind of wrench. There's a level. There are cutting tools, a drill. So many fun things. This is a nice little sentiment as well. So those are the dies. And I'm going to show you some cards that were made with this set and the Sale-A-Bration paper. So this is some of that Sale-A-Bration paper and the wrench. This was fussy cut out of the one. Is either fussy cut or die cut. I think it was fussy cut. Yeah, they don't have this. No, I can tell it was fussy cut, but anyways. And then Dad and thank you. And then this one's using the paintbrush. And this is the designer series paper that we used the stamp to create the paintbrush background on top of it. But the color and the splotches are part of that paper to begin with. Your most awesome Dad. And then there's this one, which has the hammers crossed. And so we stamped hammers on this cardstock. And then this was also from the designer series paper. You're the most awesome Dad. And that's the mini alphabet dies there. And then here is that pegboard, which is so fun. And these were cut from the designer series paper as well. And this is also designer series paper, and this is great for the Craftsman toolbox look. And then we stamped some of those nuts and bolts in this upper corner. So those cards were made with this set and the designer series paper that we're going to look at later. Oh my goodness. And on page 57, we have a great graduation set, cap and gown. All the hard work was worth it with this gown and cap. My daughter's going to be having a graduation ceremony in May, so I'm going to be making a nice card for her. The graduation cap, the celebration hands with the gown, your diploma. All of the hard work was worth it. Congratulations, graduate and class of. It is cling stamp, which I have not played with yet either. I got to start playing. Less work, more play. All right, the Beach Day bundle. It has got a lifeguard bunker, sandcastle, a little gull, some shells on the beach, a surfboard, deck chair or, cloth chair, an umbrella, some beach grass, a beach ball, another gull in flight, sending sunshine your way, wishing you a beautiful day, happy birthday, and enjoy today are the sentiments. And it does have dies that will cut out all kinds of things. So as you can see, there's some cards that the designers made using this bundle. So it's going to be a fun bundle to play with as well. This one I wasn't sure about, but when I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to. So it's using this behind, so you stamp this first, and then you stamp this over that, leaving so that you're seeing this edge through this hole, and then of course this will be higher, so you see it down into here to the water level. And yeah, so it is just a stamp set, and it is a cling stamp set. This is of course your water, and then this one already comes with water below it, so does this one. These little land jets and some clouds and a little rock, and it's got a tree. If you're into subtle coloring, this is a great set for that. That was the reason I was hesitant, because I'm not that big into coloring, but it is what it is, and I will at least make one card with it. Alright, now we're finally at our last suite, and there we go. The embellishment is the champagne iridescent dots, which are not adhesive on the back, so they're good for shaker cards, or you're going to need to use glue dots or your Tombow glue to affix them to your paper, but they're shiny and very light brown, champagne-y color. Then of course we have the Poetic Expressions as the suite name, and the Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper with Boho Blue, Bubble Bath, Lost Lagoon, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. And this is like good for tapestry kind of look. Wallpaper, fantastic for a wallpaper look on a card. So if you're doing those wallpaper kind of cards, this is going to be the perfect thing for that. And it uses the Thoughtful Expressions cling stamp set with this beautiful hummingbird, these flowers. Sometimes there are no words. You're in my thoughts today. Where in the world would I be without you? And enjoy your day. And then these dies. So this is the hummingbird. This is one of the flowers. More flowers. So basically all of these 4 images are cut out with those. Then you have these standalone dies that cut out those things, and then you have the layers, which I can't wait till I get to show you playing with these. I did pre-die cut everything. Some of it was pre-stamped, so I'm going to show you that. We'll start with the imagery and foliage once I get it out of my noisy plastic bag. Oh my goodness. I will leave that little flower in there, but there's 3 little flowers, some leaves, more leaves, those stamped images, die cut, more leaves, that beautiful detailed flower, this stamped flower and leaves, and that gorgeous hummingbird. And then we get to our layering pieces. So there's this great sentiment die. So if you have a sentiment that fits perfectly on the small one, you can back it with a another color of cardstock to help it pop. You can, stamp on these, either long messages or images, making it a focal point of your card. There's 4 of those. There are 6 of these. So this big one all the way down to that small one. So that one is a lot of fun. And I'm really excited for when I get to really play with that. I'll carefully put that over there. And there we go. All right. So there's some more uses of it, and then we have a quiet reflection. So there was a Reflecting Woods 2 holiday catalogs ago that was really nice, and this is really quite beautiful as well. And I did pre-stamp this on some basic white. It is a cling stamp set, and so you would do this in, you know, whatever shade you want. So it's kind of a silhouette reflection in the water, and it's obviously creating shading with the way these stamps are created. And it says the friendship of a pet is one of life's greatest gifts, and then to remember is to give life to those who've loved and lost. So this is also a good sympathy sentiment set. God is our refuge and strength, Psalms 46.1. Praying for his comfort to soften the sadness and bring you peace. Sorry for your loss, and you're on my mind. So that is a good stamp set. And then we have Stippled Roses. And again, Stippled Roses has a designer series paper that works beautifully with it. So it looks like I did not, wait, no, I did. I thought I did. Pre-stamped this so that you can see. I love this. So shortly after I joined Stampin' Up! In April of 2021, I found some stuff that, you know, old Stampin' Up! Stuff that are retired, and one of them was the original Stippled Rose on wood blocks, and I fell in love with it, and I tried to find it, and I finally found it, but now I have even better. So I'm very happy. I've got this double rose set and this single rose, and of course these rose leaves, which I'm very familiar with thorns on those. My mother grew roses quite a lot. Sending thanks, happy Mother's Day, congratulations, best birthday wishes. You have dies that cut all of these stamped images, as well as these individual dies that will cut out those pieces and emboss them. So that's going to be fun to play with as well. And then we have inspirational sketches on this page. And it has this lovely bird, these mushrooms, these flowers, this texture. And it says, thank you for everything, grateful for you, and enjoy the journey are the sentiments on this clean stamp set. And here's this nice thank you card, and this ribbon is a Sale-A-Bration item. But just in Bubble Bath, I used this layered florals 3D embossing folder to create this lovely background, embossed background. And then I used some Bubble Bath ink on blending brushes to add a little more depth of color on those flowers. And then this is from the online exclusive So Sincere stamp set, I believe is the name of it. But we're going to see that in an actual card in a bit. And that, I believe, is the end of the catalog. Yep. So then we go into our bundles, and then the individual stamp sets, and the papers and embellishments and punches and dies and all of that. And then if you host a party with rewards, your rewards start at $150. It can be your own personal purchase. It can be you and a bunch of friends just gathering some orders together. But once you have $150, you can choose this carnival treats and use $14, up to $14 of your rewards. So if your rewards, if you only have $150 or $150, your rewards would be $15. So you'd have $1 extra rewards to spend if you chose this set. It's called Carnival Treats. It's got cotton candy, caramel apple, popcorn, looks like a Slurpee, hot dog, donuts, and I'm not sure what that other bit is, but that is a lot of fun. And that is our catalog. Here's that telephone set on the back. And now we can get to the Sale-A-Bration, which fortunately is much less full. So here is the Sale-A-Bration catalog. The Sale-A-Bration is good from now until the end of February. So February 29th, it is a leap year. So you have one extra day to enjoy Sale-A-Bration this year. You can purchase items and receive free items from this catalog. So there's two levels for earning Sale-A-Bration items. There's the $50 and there's $100. And most of the items are earned with a $50 purchase before shipping and taxes, and some of them are earned with a $100 purchase, and you can mix and match. So if you have a huge order, you can get a number of items. Another kind of fun way to get some bits of it is to partake in my Make and Takes coming up, because I will be featuring this in a lot of my classes in the next 2 months. So now we get to open it. Yay! All right. You also, if you are hosting and have a $300 workshop, will get $30 in product credit automatically added to your rewards during Sale-A-Bration only. So we're going to start with our first set, which is watermelon. When I first saw this, I'm like, oh, okay. But then I played with it. And I'm like, all right, I see it. So you have this watermelon right here, which is the perfect size for modern oval punch as well. And then the watermelon leaves and a slice of watermelon on the half. So you cut it half long ways and then you slice it individually, and that gives you this shape. Or there's the traditional triangle, and then there's the big triangle with a bite taken out of it. I ran out of space, so I couldn't do the whole slice on this page, but I don't always do the whole image on my stamp sets. So that is a $50 option if you have $50 in orders and want to get the watermelon set. That's one of your choices. But then there's more, but wait, there's more. There is the Sunny Days Designer Series paper, which is also a level 1 $50 purchase option. And it uses basic black, crushed curry, petal pink, pool party, poppy parade, and shaded spruce for its coordinating colors. You have a variety of fun items to use on your cards, from flowers to clouds, cherries, strawberries. These would make great St. Patrick's Day. You got rainbows, butterflies, more flowers, suns, and a grid pattern and rain. And this card uses some other items that we'll be showing in a bit, but it uses that paper on this card, and it uses a stamp set that you can earn, and it uses another stamp set and not bundle, but die set that you can earn. So that's one card. And then here is that pool party. Where's the name? Crinkle ribbon. It is, I love this ribbon. It feels so nice in the hand. It's got the lovely little crinkle, which gives you texture. It ties bows very, very nicely, and it's very lightweight. It's not too bulky, despite the fact that it's a wider width. It's very nice. So I do like that, and that is on page 6, along with the Flight and Airy paper, which features boho blue, bubble bath, calypso coral, crumb cake, daffodil delight, flirty flamingo, fresh freesia, lost lagoon, garden green, misty moonlight, pecan pie, and soft seafoam. There's lots of fun birds in the front pages, and then you've got some landscapey backgrounds, some watercolor wash, and then this net kind of design on the back. And there's a stamp set that does kind of coordinate with it. There's that little birdie from the Inspired Thoughts, was it? It was one of the ones we did just somewhat recently. And then we also have, if you have any little babies coming along, I have a friend who's getting ready to have twins in a few months. That's going to be fun. Another one who had premature twins that are home. Another one who has a little baby at home. Man, I got to get working on those baby cards, because they're cute and fun. Both the babies and the cards. So you have a bassinet, a little hook to hold your mobile, which has a little whale, a star, and a moon. You got a baby bottle, a little stuffy elephant, a nice little rug, and it says, "Welcome, little one, sweet baby, girl, boy, bundle of joy." And it is a photopolymer. I have yet to play with this one. I can't wait till I get to. And that is on page 7 of the Sale-A-Bration Brochure. You can get that set as one of your choices with a $50 purchase. And then on page 8, we have the paper that goes with the Stippled Rose bundle, which is the softly stippled designer paper. And it features Calypso Coral, Pebble Path, Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat as its primary colors. You have lots of floral images on the A side. You have some color washes and texture, linen and textile textures on the other 3 B sides of the paper. Lots of fun for that. And I have some cards. Well, before we get to the cards, then there is this option. Okay, so this you can get with a $50 purchase set. Can be one of your choices. Remember, you get one $50 item for every $50 you spend. Or you can choose the opaque faceted gems, which has 5. There's another shade. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's just these are large. So it's 3 shades. You have large ones and smaller ones. So we got Pool Party. I think that's Copper Clay, and I'm not sure. Let's see. Does it say? Yep, Calypso Coral on those. So those are an option too. And then again, we're going to see this stamp set and dies later, but this is that linen texture paper that we were talking about. And then this is another bit of that linen texture paper that we were talking about. All right, and then, okay, let's be honest. I'm a magpie. I like pretty shiny things. I may have a problem because the most of my Sale-A-Bration items that I got are this paper. Most Adored Specialty Designer Paper. Gold Foil, Real Red, and Flirty Flamingo are the coordinating colors. You have these gorgeous, gorgeous gold foiled fronts. You got hearts, you got swirls, marbling, whatever you want to call it. You got leaves. You've got this. This is a textile grid pattern too, but it's not houndstooth. It's something else. It's not herringbone either. I don't know the name of it. And then you have these beautiful roses, and then these dashes of varying sizes. And then on the other side, you have the Flirty Flamingo and Real Red. You have marbling. You have that same grid, but with the different colors instead. And then you have it in a different way and at an angle, but it's the same grid. Then you have these little heart wreath cloud things. They're so cute. And then hearts, and then more hearts. I love this paper. It's called Most Adored. You can choose to get this for your $50 purchase, or you can choose it for all of your $50 purchases, which is like what I'm doing a lot of, unfortunately. All right. So this card uses 2 of those papers as well. And I'll be bringing them back out because we do have to show you the other stuff. And that's actually next. Or not quite next. Near next. What happened to... There it is. All right. Oops, sorry. I did not mean to make you go all crazy like that. Hopefully nobody got sick. All right. We have the Heartfelt Hellos, which works great with the hexagon punch as well. And it says, Dad, you're the best. Hello. Happy Mother's Day. Love you more. Enjoy your day. And thinking of you this Easter. We do use this stamp on at least 1, if not 2 of the cards that we're showing you today. And then we have the trusty toolbox paper. These are all $50 choices with your Sale-A-Bration. Color coordinating are Basic Black, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Gray Granite, Lost Lagoon, and Poppy Parade. This is that Craftsman toolbox. You have screws and nuts and bolts. You have your hammers with some screws and nails, more nuts, bolts, and screws. You have a bunch of different tools on this page and this page. And then you have graph paper, which anybody who's doing any building knows you need graph paper for helping with design. You have this color wash with splotchy bits. You have rulers in metric and imperial for your tape measures. You have pegboard, and then you have screwdrivers, and then you have this gray color wash as well. So fun, and I'll bring those cards back out so you can see them again. Using the Trusty Tools bundle, and the Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. So you can see how fun that is. So when you buy the Trusty Tools bundle, I'm pretty sure that is enough to get you one Sale-A-Bration item, and you can choose that Trusty Toolbox paper to go with it and then have fun making these cards yourself. And it was fun making these cards. Not gonna lie, it was a lot of fun. And that is all of the Sale-A-Bration papers, and we have one more $50 item, and that is the Jungle Pals stamp set, which has got this cute little tiger. Since all of these are over on the other, side of the world, I'm gonna have to say that's probably a crocodile, even though it looks more like a alligator. Then we have a toucan, a sloth, and a lemur, and you can choose the stamp set with a $50 purchase. But if you were to do a $150 purchase, you can choose the stamp set and the dies, which is a level 2 item. And I'll bring those cards out again so you can see them better. So here we have that crocodile / alligator using the leaves, and each of those animals has a die for it. There's this tree trunk with branches, there's this vine, lots of leaves, and a couple of flowers for your jungle. And then we have our little tiger in the jungle and our little sloth. It's technically, they don't swing from trees, they just hang, but that's the way it was designed, so that's the way I did it. And then our little toucan enjoying some time. I saw somebody, I think it was Marcy Bessiker, did a toucan just like the Fruit Loops one, I think, is what it reminded me of the most with those kind of colors. So I'm probably going to have to do at least one card like that, because who can resist? I can't. Okay, and then this is a bundle that you can get with, the dies were $100, so a $100 purchase gets you the dies as one choice, or you can choose the Softly Sophisticated bundle. I'm throwing cards everywhere, which is always good, right? And that comes with this stamp set and this embossing folder. So I did pre-stamp. It is 2 steps, so you've got your leaves, and then you have your flowers that go with it. And I just thought it showed up better by, putting those in color. So I added color for those, and I just love this font. I really appreciate you. Hello there, and you're in my thoughts. And then you have this embossing folder that also goes with it and creates, let me see if you can see this better. Anyways, let's try it on the back side and see if you can see better here. Maybe if I chose a different color paper it would look better, but let's see if I put it inside, if that make it more sense. Not as much, but there you go. We do have some cards that use this softly stippled paper and this stamp set. You're in my thoughts, and I think you can see the embossing better on the white for this kind of embossing. And this is that softly stippled paper on wild wheat, and the leaves are stamped in wild wheat and calypso coral. This crumb cake has that embossing folder. Oh yeah, you can really see it on the crumb cake really well. And then the softly stippled paper, and then these leaves and flowers that go with it. And then more softly stippled paper and the stamp set for this one. And then one more showcasing that embossing folder on Pool Party. And this is just such a beautiful watercolor wash with some spritzing, speckled, and then stamping, and I really appreciate you. I find this card really quite beautiful. And you can choose this bundle with a $100 purchase before shipping and taxes. And we then finally have our detailed dogwood, which I really have not had a chance to play with yet, but you have some flowers, you have some leaves, kind of tiling kind of flowers. You have texture, you have this actually works with the alphabet punch, and then this is a dragonfly, and there are words to create the wings on the dragonfly. And it is a cling stamp, which I still need to get ink on and have some fun with that. So and that is a $100 item as well. So those last 3 items are level 2 items where you need $100 in order to choose those. So that's the Jungle Pals dies, the Softly Sophisticated bundle, and the Detailed Dogwood. So, as I already stated, as a reward for hosting or making a super large purchase during Sale-A-Bration, if your workshop totals $300 or more, you will automatically have $30 in reward points to spend on regular catalog product, in addition to the other rewards you would earn. So that's about $66 worth of rewards on a $300 order. So they make it extra rewarding. But additionally, we definitely want to let you know that every year when Sale-A-Bration comes around, they offer a join special. I'm going to get the glare off of there a bit. And this year you have 2 choices. 2 choices for your join special. Option number 1 is the Glass Mat Studio, which is this 14 by 17 rounded edge, so there's no sharp pokey bits, tempered glass mat, which has a 13-inch by 13-inch grid, and it does imperial on the left side and bottom, and it is metric on the right side and top for your measurements. Okay, gives you a nice little palette area here, cleans up beautifully with this cleaning cloth, which right now is completely dry. I had it totally wet yesterday during my live video at 4, and I cleaned it afterwards, but you know, just like my chamois, it's going to stain. You just clean it and squeeze out all the water until it runs clear. And then you also have this silicone mat, which is awesome. These little squares are just the perfect size for holding ink spots, which are great for flipping over and putting ink on your palette over here so that you can grab up ink with a watercolor brush or a blending brush. There's a variety of things that you can do. You can even mix colors to create different colors yourself as well. And then this, you know, I use it a lot for holding my ink pads, because once you set it down, unless you like literally go to pick it up, you know, and you set it down, you press it just a teeny bit to give it some suction, and it just doesn't go anywhere until you want it to go anywhere, and then you just pick it up. Okay, so I use this as a I don't know, it holds my ink pads in place so that I'm not like getting a little aggressive on my stamping and sending my ink pads open everywhere and getting everything a mess. But it also dampens the sound from when I'm tapping on the ink pad versus doing it directly on the glass mat or even on my desk. My mouse pad also dampens the noise, but this does an even better job of dampening that noise when I'm tapping my stamp on the ink pad. All of this can be used as a color mixing or palette as well. I don't recommend the alcohol. Let me see if you can see this. Yeah, so that's Parakeet Party, and that is Berry Burst, and those were from the blends. And when I go live Saturday and showing you a lot more about this Glass Mat Studio, I'll talk to you more about that. But the alcohol blends are not going to clean off of this because they're going to stain it permanently. And since I was using them for watercoloring, it didn't create a huge stain. But if staining is a problem, don't clean your brushes on this. You can still clean your brushes in some other container that isn't going to stain. That is your choice. So that is your first option if you join during Sale-A-Bration. I would love to have you join under me. I really like to work with my people that want to build businesses, but I also love to help those that are just in it for the fun of it and the discount get better at what they do and find the joy in making cards. Because when I started, I wasn't a card maker. I actually was pretty bad when I first started. I I wanted to make cards for my accounting practice so that I could have cards that were more tailored to my clients as thank you cards and birthday cards and stuff like that. And that's why I started, because I wanted the discount in order to do it. And through the process, I learned a lot about card making and other, 3D crafts and things like that. So when you join, it is $99 plus tax. Shipping is always free. But during Sale-A-Bration, and you get $125 worth of product to choose from, your choice, as long as it's available and not unavailable. Like, when things are out of stock, you can't get them. You can't put them on back orders. So if at the time you join it's not there, you can't order it as part of your starter kit. It has to be something that is in stock and available for purchase at that time. But anything from our website is free game. If it is during a pre-order period, which will be happening in February, there will be a pre-order period. You can order the items that only demonstrators can get during that time in your starter kit. Yes, you can. There's a lot of fun things, but the Glass Mat Studio is your first option. So that is a $60 value that you're getting for no additional cost over our regular starter kit. Or your second option, if you really don't have a need for the Glass Mat Studio, or you've already got a glass mat that you're perfectly happy with, then you can choose option number 2, which is an additional $30 in product to choose from. So instead of $125 of product, you get to pick $155 of product to choose from for that $99 plus tax. And that is everything. It took almost 2 hours. Can you believe it? I'm going to need a long drink of water after this because it has been a while since I've had a drink. So glad you joined me. This is Harmony Stamps with Michelle, and I'm Michelle, and it has been a pleasure showing you, doing a walkthrough of our catalog and our Sale-A-Bration brochure today. I will be back on Saturday, probably in the afternoon, somewhere between 2 and 4. I don't know yet. I may end up doing it no, I can't do it in the morning. But there's somebody who's going to be in town for a brief period of time up in Boulder, which is like 2.5 hours away, that I'm going to try and make a visit to. I'm just not sure when I'm going to be able to make that happen. But it's important for me to do that. Haven't seen them in a while, and they're going through some pretty serious stuff, some cancer and stuff, and I want to, spend a little time with them because I haven't seen them in a while, and I don't know when I'm going to get to see them again, and so anyways, I will be here Saturday. I will be showing you the Glass Mat Studio and a lot of fun things that you can do with it. We'll be doing watercoloring. We'll be using the brayer. We'll probably do blending, maybe even pull out the Enduring Beauty masks and bundle, because let me tell you, I've been dying to get my hands on that one. And so I think that's a perfect opportunity for me to play with that. I have another one video that I did for a convention where I used the Easter egg bundle, the Excellent Eggs bundle, and I used the brayer to make some speckled colored eggs and things like that. And so I'll show you that too, but not Saturday. I'll show it to you probably later in February, just because it's pretty fun. And I love my glass mat. I've been using glass mats for a while. I just haven't been using them on camera because we didn't have one. And now we do. Now we have one. And I want to show you why I love mine so much, because it's made my life a lot easier and a lot better. Clean up. Oh my gosh, if I drop my stamps. I mean, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is Mary in tuxedo black. I'll have to take a picture of it for Saturday and show you, because I literally, while I was on camera with you guys, was I inked it up and was getting ready to put it on the stamp, and it dropped out of my hand. It didn't even go on my cardstock, but it landed right there on my mouse, and it's still there. It's stained, and I don't have to worry about that with my glass mat, and I do like that. All right, I have kept you long enough. If you've stayed this long, thank you so much. If this has helped you in any way, please let me know. Give me a like or comment. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I do have my email list where I send out a free tutorial at least once a week, so that you can see some fun things. That thank you card with the layered, yeah, the problem is everything gets put in a lot of places when there's that much product. Anyways, that pink card that I used the layering floral embossing folder on, the thank you card, that is this week's tutorial. So if you sign up before the next one goes out, I'll just go ahead and send you that PDF directly just to you so that you can have access to it, along with the newsletter, even though it's already gone out for this week. Okay, Harmony Stamps with Michelle. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I will see you on Saturday. I hope you all have an amazing day.